How's it going, everyone? The Divine Sorcerer. Thanks for being here, bro. How's it going, man? Hope things are well. Hello to you. I'm watching a whole bunch of things, man. I'm watching space, this crazy news about space, but this crazy news in Canada. And of course, I guess the US now, the truck convoy for the US March 6th. So the same thing that's happening right now in Canada is going to happen in the States. March 6th, that's what they're talking about, to Washington, D.C. American Convoy. They were there since the beginning too. It's just, different times for different people to do certain things. Howdy, Crimson Drums. Peter Benton. Thanks, guys. How's it going to you, man? Great sun video, Peter, and moon. Apparently, I haven't been getting the moon and I haven't been getting the sun. Snowstorm yesterday all day. Today, there's hopefully hope that the sky will clear out and I'll see the sun. But there's a lot of new spots turning up. I started at 2860 or 2862 was the first spot, Peter. And now we're all the way up to 2950 or something like that, even 52 or something. So there's going to be a lot of sunspots this year. And yesterday, all the snow melted yesterday here completely. And like 85%, 75% of the snow melted. And then we got a snowstorm, 20 centimeters. And that's what I have to shovel once I leave here. K-Wood. Thanks again, Divine Sorcerer. How's it going, K-Wood? Hey, Bruce. My God, Ottawa Police State. It's incredible. So obviously, enforcing the Emergency Act, he still has to go through Parliament. He still has to go through the courts and everything. And they have to talk in the House of Commons about whether he obtained the threshold objective. And of course, their party says that they are the Liberal Party. The Conservative Opposition Party, we heard Candace Bergen, I think. I never get her name right. The Prime Minister insulting House of Commons colleague that has a family member, whether mother or grandmother, that was a Holocaust member. And he said that she was supporting the swastika. So this is the biggest insult, I guess, to anyone who has Jewish backgrounds. It's just absolutely ridiculous thinking that the Prime Minister would say that. Hey, hello, guys. Thanks a lot, for being here. Carlos Skywatcher's in the house. Minky Pinky's in the house. Thanks, you guys. Penny 46. Appreciate it. Hey, John Black. John's back is what I meant. Love you, man. Thanks, bro, for the amazing support here, for being members, you guys, and in every and any way that you guys do this. Got a beautiful card in from my friend. It's not for the first time. My friend Brian. I want to be careful. Sometimes I don't know if Ryan Kens. I'm just gonna say he knows who he is. Brian Kentworthy. I appreciate it, man. That the donation contribution also greatly appreciated, and a beautiful card with a beautiful message. And it's funny, you don't know me about that, man, but for me, a lighthouse and birds are two symbols for me. They're very spiritual, but so it was an amazing message. Lighthouse on the front is you. We on your channel are lighthouses as well. Keep the light coming. We are many. Awesome. I love you, Brian. Thanks, man. Brian Kentworthy. Really appreciate that. It's all energy and power. I'll get that up on the TV after. Finally. I used to love it. My grandmother used to collect all these cards and Christmas, take them all out. Beautiful cards. And they all have meanings, eh? There's energy in each part of it. Anyways, greatly appreciated, guys. Gals, can't thank you all enough. That was a beautiful contribution and gift. F Donkey, how are you? Thanks for coming in, you guys. Planetary Protector, hello to you. Hey, Craig, 1971. Nice to see you, man. Thanks a lot, you guys, for coming in. Yes, O Canada. I don't think Canadians have ever sung O Canada as much. And I got some nice little stickers in. No, it's on that side. Hold on. You'll see it in a minute. That's a nice snapshot, eh? Yeah. I bought like only 60, going to put them on my windshields and all over the car. That's going on my telescope for sure. And that's how it is, right? I'm having the hardest time here, you guys, today. It's like everything. My little alien skull on the other side. Hard to believe that I took the clothing off Kazoo. Kazoo doesn't have his pants or anything on anymore, so he looks more normal without pants. I never thought I'd say that. That's the only person I can endure not having pants. Not having pants. My eye doing not too bad. Just like allergies. It's just like we're in the middle of summer, and I have these allergies where I get a rash on my cheek or something. Maybe I'm allergic to a certain coffee. Allergies. When it comes to allergies, it could be many things. It's not pollen. It could be anything at all. Martin, thanks for being here so much. Elbowkov, good evening, Bruce. Thanks for being here, you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Crimson Drums. Can't thank you all enough. Hey, listen, UFOs at night, guys. Don't worry. I'm outside every night that I can with the infrared to film the UFOs and meteors or anything that goes by. There's nothing. There's a bang that happened 2 or 3 days ago in the States, if I'm not mistaken, Idaho or Iowa. I always mix them up. I think it is Idaho. In the States, one of the states, loud bang and a sound that came in, and then pow, big explosion. I heard a big explosion here about 3 weeks to a month ago. Even felt the house shake. It wasn't longer than about a second and a half, just one jolt. And I find it funny because they talked about these 40 satellites that are supposed to come into the atmosphere, and then all of a sudden we're seeing like these meteors come in. I don't think a satellite, and that's just me there, guys. I don't think a satellite would look like that now, would it? Coming into the atmosphere, would a satellite come down and make a big streak of light and sound and a big explosion? I don't think so. They're not very big, the satellites. But what do the satellites consist of? Like, do they have any chemical gases in them? These are most of them, lots of them, some of them are secret satellites. We have no idea what they can be doing. All I know is that they're causing a hell of a lot of debris again, right? Around, unfortunately. I was thinking of you today, Christy, Lindsay, and at the same time, for Pat, I was thinking of Pat today. So just shout out to you, Christy, because I haven't been responding to any of you actually, and even in comments for a couple of days, and then emails I was backed up as always. Lots going on here. Really emotional with it has nothing to do with not answering. I was busy. I actually went to see family members while we're allowed. On Ontario, I wanted to go in the train. I needed a pass to go, and now I don't know. It's still applied apparently, but they're holding the line. Right now, guys, there are thousands of, I think, state police or something inside of Ottawa. That was the last an hour ago that I heard. So we're waiting to see if something's going to happen. At one point it will. Obviously, they want the kids out of there. They said 15, 20 kids. It doesn't matter. The ideal is that I'm not stupid. They want to pull the kids out there so they can go raid them. It's obvious, right? Pull them all out and arrest them all, which, cops are being asked by veterans to stand up against the tyranny of our government because this is not legal. It wasn't a legal action by Justin Trudeau. And it's very scary. A lot of people are getting into politics right now in Canada and really investigating and taking time to research what the hell's going on because it's scary, right? Never listen to just one news. The media's keeping everything back. It's horrible. CNN, MSNBC, I don't have to name them all. CBC, ABC, they're all the same. They're all holding things back, unfortunately. Sansi, hey, thanks for being here. Kermit Clemens, hope everything's okay, brother. Thanks, Static Bat. I'm Kai's in here. Hey, Bruce, that alien skull is awesome, bro. Hey, man, it really is. It's the trippiest thing. I'm Mr. Inexpensive. I'm not going to hide it. And you can have this for $20, but it is very, very heavy. And I think it's obviously hard resin, but it's not empty. It's full. It's nice. It's a skull of an alien, I guess, representation, if you want, whatever. But they're pretty cool. So they were really nice. It's a heavy piece. Looks pretty cool. Skull freak, I am. I like skulls. I like all different shapes and sizes. One day when I'm a big boy, when I'm an adult, I'm gonna have a shelf with a whole bunch of skulls on them, and I'll be able to show them. But I don't live in a very, very big house. But yeah, you know what that does, Peter? It inspires me to do my videos and do what I'm doing. And instead of watching alien movies and stuff like that, I got little pieces like that make me feel space-like is what I want to do. Inspiration. For me, it's inspiration. Thanks for asking, Peter. John Black, they're arresting people as we speak. Really are, John. That's the sad part. And they arrested Tamara Leach is arrested. Chris, I think, too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Chris, but there was 2 or 3 of them arrested. They let themselves get arrested peacefully. And, anyways, can't talk, about certain things. But I know God says to turn the other cheek, but that's only if they slap you. They start hitting you, this is a very sad time in Canada. It is a very, very sad moment in Canada. It upsets me because it's very, very peaceful. I knew this was coming, and everyone else in Canada knows this is coming. It's the weekend. The temperature is beautiful. The snow, kids are going to play in the snow, build forts. They're going to go there by the thousands. There are tens of thousands of people that gather there on the weekends. And the trucks have never left. Wellington, they boxed them in there, is what Pat King told us. They boxed them in there so that they're easier to round up. That's not hard to know. But for whatever the reason, they're still all there. They're protesting and stuff like that. Pat King, one of the people in charge of the convoy, is the eyes of the convoy, was driving around Ottawa, and there were buses being loaded of police officers that were on the verge of, we don't know. You can't, right? I can tell you while they were going to Ottawa, that'd be a lie because I don't work for them and I'm not part of anything. But when you see trucks gathered only, minutes away from Wellington and downtown Parliament Hill, it's because something is up. So the police that we're seeing now are those cops that were in the buses. They started giving out pamphlets, right? We saw them giving out the pamphlets the other day. Darla, thank you so much for being here. The Stats is in the house. Thank you, Julie. Thanks so much, Julie. Yes, hey, crawl face. Energy to you, bro. Thanks, man. I love you, man. And we miss you. I hope you're doing well, which I don't know. I've always been in tune with you. Seems to me I feel you're fine, and I hope you are. But like I said, crawlface, yes, bring back Canada and bring back Australia. I'm watching everywhere what everyone's doing. I watched what the Australian people are doing. I'm seeing what even, sadly, some of the police officers are doing in your country. And like, we're not going to hide it. It's hard to get truth online. People say that they hate a certain association, so they come online and they exaggerate. It's just truth. I've seen some violence in Australia. I've seen even some here in Ottawa. But in general, it's not the overall view, but there's still some going on. Australia is speaking up too. A lot of convoys, Australia too. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Nice to see you, Crawlface. Thanks, man, for my event, everything. I love you, bro. Peter Benton. I appreciate that, man. Liking these videos will help me, guys, to get a bit more views for sure and attract more people as we're approaching 100,000 subscribers all together. That is, I think, a big milestone if ever we achieve that, which is fun, and having subscribers. I don't like saying followers. I've never said that. My followers, because I'm not a prophet, but subscribers are supporters. That's the way I look at it in the idea of the research that I do and stuff like that, which is not done. You guys, and I saw a few comments, Bruce, I love the videos about what's going on in Canada. It's obviously important, but I hope you won't stop the space stuff. Of course not. And I do appreciate you asking. I'm going to retire here, guys. I promise you, if I can. It's the work that I want to do. And obviously it's going to get better and better. And I don't lie. There's no sky outside, but I still have a lot of documentation. I'm still filming outside, just that there's no activity. I'm not hiding. It's important to know that I've been filming for a couple of months and I'm not seeing any lights around here, even after they said that 40 lights, but then again, it's the weather though, right? The weather here has been pretty bad. Darla, did it ever melt yesterday? I was down to the grass here. There was still snow, but yeah, right down to the grass in the lower regions of snow on my land, my 20-foot land. And today, 20 centimeters of snow fell, and I got a lot of shoveling to do. But that is the only exercise people get in the winter. If you can't walk around on the roads, I like getting out the shovel. It's something I like doing. There's lots of snow. I'll tell you that. Plenty of snow. Thanks a lot, everyone, for stopping by. I want to thank you all for helping me. I've been here. It's my 6th year started, guys. And if it wouldn't have been for all of you in the community, each and every one of you, I love you so much for the ongoing support here. Coming back and viewing the videos. I'm trying to keep it interesting. I always thought that I did keep it interesting without being vain, because I watched space videos a long time, like all of you. And how can I say it without putting anyone down? And I'm not. It's sad to see that one video goes out about information and then everyone grabs the same thing, just goes along with it, right? Just post the same thing. So that's why it's important for me to try to get my own footage and documentation. I was very lucky. I feel I'm blessed to have been able to capture even a UFO fleet on the moon. Guys, listen, maybe I'll never see that again. These are things that are so important to get out because they're little bits of information, top secret information, even though I'm a nobody, figuratively speaking, when it comes to space, I'm a nobody for sure. Just a regular guy. Ralph, how's it going? Thanks a lot, Crawlface. Thanks, you guys. Nick, thanks, Nick. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for being a member, guys. Dazzy Bling in the house here. Mr. Christopher Rollins. Yep, I'm here. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. Stormy Germany. So Germany's in a storm right now. That's what's happening here. We just got it here, brother. Peace to you, man. Force, strength, freedom, liberty in a peaceful way. That's the modern warriors doing it in a peaceful way. And other countries are doing it too. I'm watching Germany too. Lots going on. Thanks for everything you guys do. And Highlander, thanks so much for stopping by, as always, supporting the channel. It's been a while. I've always seen you here. I hope. If not, I'm losing it. But I see so many names here. Sometimes I forget some. In front of you is here. Been a long time. Good to see you all. Thank you very much. In front of you, welcome. How's it going, Karen? Thanks for coming back, you guys. How am I following the time? I'm only 10 minutes behind so far, darling, so I'm going to catch up now. I should be doing pretty good. Les Bébés. Hello, the Bruce team. Hello, Bruce. Thank you very much. Les Bébés. Thank you. Merci. Yeah, exactly. With exactly in the reset so far, not too bad. I think, some of us are still alive, obviously. Some of us have withstood the V, and but the beautiful thing right now is that both, whether you're V'd or not, that's not what the convoy is about. They're about the liberty of the choice. And that's a beautiful thing. It was smart to do it that way. But I'm disappointed, man. Like, since the last I talked to you, Crawlface, which I'm now allowed since a couple of days, I wasn't allowed to, for example, go into a store and buy alcohol at any governmental association. If for people to buy weed here in Canada or Quebec, if I was a big Yaman Jamaican weed smoker, well, I wouldn't be able either to buy weed legally. Okay, you can order some online. There's ways to go around things now. Still, it's the sad part for me, Crawlface, is the way people are thinking, the mindsets of some. Much respect to them. The people around here. There's another orbs went by. It was cool. The way they think, I sort of don't agree with them. They disagree with the convoys. They disagree with a lot of things. They're sort of lost, but they're listening to their news. The news are talking about horrible things. Coots, Alberta, they mentioned that they found some, and stuff like that. There's also rumor that it was RCMP and that they just took a little picture to pretend that, did you get that? But there's a lot of scams, red flags going on. It's hard. It's like, if you're not really deep into the red flags and what's going on, and even I am lost. I'm looking at things going on. Doug Ford, not very appreciated in Ontario, that's for sure. But now he changed his lingo. But Justin's not changing his lingo. He's going to, because we're going to bug his ass. He's not going to stop. Legal protests are legal. They're arresting people in Ottawa. You know what? I heard a lawyer say 3 or 4 hours ago, maybe 2 or 3 hours ago, all you have to tell a police officer, no matter who, RCMP or any cop, I'm a Canadian citizen. You're allowed to be in Ottawa and roam free without being hassled on the road. But you do it without affecting trade. You do it without doing any violence. And you do it, there's 3 things very important. You can't affect the trade. You can't do any violence. And you can't do any blockades, right? So as long as you don't go there and block anything, you're okay. The protesters should be allowed to continue to protest peacefully on the sides, but still they're not. They're arresting some of them. The police, those are police officers that went over their oath. They signed an oath to uphold the Charter of Rights and the liberties and freedoms of the people of Canada. So that's why people are in an uproar for those outside of the country. Often American friends ask me, well, do you guys have a constitution? Is it quite the same as Canada? Me too. I wanted all those things. Well, don't ask me, because I had to learn it recently, because I only know America. Funny. They're the rulers of the world, so I got interested in their politics. Here, it's just, friendly gibberish and nonsense I find that goes on in politics. Not ashamed to say it. I don't vote. Never did, never will. It's my right not to. I don't believe that there's anything credible that goes into those voting machines either. I wonder if we have those machines like in the States. Hillary Clinton coming back to campaign, guys, and she just got caught having hacked the White House and Donald Trump during his presidency. What do you think of that one, guys? Proven. And I bet you she still runs for president. Imagine. Ask yourselves if there's any corruption in the States. It's crazy. Bob Down, how's it going? I am. Yeah, I'm remaining up, feeling up. Of course, crap is going on. Things are going down, but it's a statement, so we have to, hold on. Yes. Crazy diamonds indeed. Hey, Spiral Mind 64, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks, Julie. Very important. I'm going to try to keep up this time. If you have a question for me, hurry up and write it, because I answered like an hour later, and she wrote it in such a polite way. Hey, Gate Smasher. Hoorah. Good day, Bruce. I've been waiting for the time of reflection of the moon, and I didn't get any notification. Went looking and couldn't find you until now. Crazy stuff going on. That's really odd. Well, yeah, that's odd and concerning. This morning, guys, things were really bad with the phone. Has nothing to do with the weather, I don't think, but it could be the sun. I'm not going to hide that. But honestly, I really believe that there's some scrambling going on. I believe that they are trying to scramble frequencies with the satellites. I do the test right now, actually, to try to call, just to show you that I bet you it would be busy. But of course, everything's the opposite, so it would work. But it really, I had to call 15, 20 times to get a call out. So if there was a danger here, if there was something dangerous for our lives, well, we couldn't call the ambulance. We'd have, like, you're choking, you call and it goes, last chance. Call back, redial. You're blue, come on. Totally ridiculous. Christy, that is so generous. Thank you, my dear friend. I appreciate it. Love ya. I was thinking of Pat today, and I was thinking of you. Look at it as an evolution too, eh? And I got to catch up on Patreon. So much has been going on, but as I said, has nothing to do. A lot of people must be concerned. I mean, Bruce goes a couple of days not writing me back. There must be something up. There's not. Everything is great and fine. I love you so much, Christy. Thank you so much. I need a tractor here, Christy, to shovel the driveway. Oh gosh, you'd laugh seeing my driveway. She'd be like, "Dude, that's not a driveway; it's an entrance, right?" Love you, Christy. I'm Kai. Been exhausted all week. Kai, it happened to me at the end of last week and at the beginning last weekend. Last week and the weekend. I never did this in my life, man. I was going to bed at, you know what time I was going to bed? I was going to bed at 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I did it for 3 or 4 nights in a row. But when I'd go, I was so tired. And then you know what time I'd get up though, man? I'd get up at 3 o'clock, 4 a.m., 5, 6 a.m. Couldn't sleep much longer. I'm used to sleeping 4 hours. Usually is what I sleep about 4 hours. Trudeau, yes. Yeah, and that's why I got those little stickers. You see them? Right there. Little stickers. Big enough stickers actually to put on anything I can, not to look cheap, you know. You know how it is. I'll stick them on my car and someone will bust my windows. Right? I bet it'll be Trudeau himself. Martin, thanks for being here. No, Christopher, Kazoo is pantless as of now. Stark. You see the sun on his area there where he should have genitals, which he doesn't. But you know, I don't discriminate him because he doesn't have any genitals. But you know, but enough of genders. We hear enough in the news about it. Thanks, you guys. Just waiting for the sun. Kind of all, yeah, kind of all my life. I get it. Still training, man. Still working hard. But you see, here in Canada, we hibernate for the winter. So I have my winter fat on me. And when summer comes, well, I'll weigh the same. I'll weigh the same thing. Canada all caps is their service corporation. I think you're all seeing it now. Oh, is it? Terrorist Service Corporation. Yeah, well, that's the country I live in too. Is the Terrorist Association. Be honest with me, you know, that's crimes against humanity. Klaus Schwab, Trudeau, they're batting you know, Biden. Convoy coming to the States, you guys. March 6th to end all mandates, and the truckers will be speaking up and they will be showing up in Washington, D.C. God bless them all, following their constitutional rights to peacefully protest. Darren, hello. Hey, Bruce. How's it going? It's going well. Thank you very much for asking. Gomsey, how's it going? Thanks very much for being here. Frank Castle's in the house. Thanks, you guys. So, Bruce, what do you think? When do you think the Anunnaki are going to return? Okay, that is an amazing question. And I appreciate all questions on all theories and beliefs of everyone. Well, you know what? Could it be that those that believe in the Anunnaki, and listen, there's a lot of credible information. I'm not saying I don't believe in it, but talking in a neutral, broad, neutral way, but very broad. I believe that could they already be in the presence of Earth or here or something? Like if the Anunnaki was to come, I would say that they've maybe been here for a little while, but maybe not necessarily on Earth, but around Earth or something. There's something up. There's definitely something up. I do believe there is a higher being. I believe that a higher being is protecting Earth, and not just Earth, probably the solar system. And that's just a theory, not even just a thought in my head, but a belief. I don't know. I'm very careful with the word belief because I'm really open-minded. Someone will come and tell me, Bruce, maybe it's not aliens that you're filming on the moon. And I love those theories. I mean, I'm not trying to be a guy that said, oh, Bruce found aliens. Maybe I only found debris. Right. But they're not all debris because some of them have an actual controlled flight, whatever, you know, all moving together. So we got that proof. I don't have to fight with anyone, but it's still scary stuff. I'm sort of off the subject, but if I was to guess when they would return, I would say before a cataclysmic event. And it's funny, the divine sorcerer, I have a tendency to think that it would have to do with something like a meteor or the sun affecting Earth, and that something really big was going to happen. We're hearing popping sounds now and things coming into the atmosphere. Maybe we'll see more debris, more meteor debris. Is it meteor debris that's coming in? It's a very interesting question. I can go on for hours about it. And but when would be the time they come? I believe it's when um, the governments of the world start. They've already been enslaving us, but when they really take away our laws. And I tend to believe also it would be around when the time that religions and churches are being closed down. Like here in Canada, maybe some of you don't know, but the churches were off grounds for a long time. So I believe that that would attract a spiritual being or a higher being, control, to keep the control, to maintain the control here on earth, whether we be 7 billion or 8 billion, because there's things that don't make sense. My own mother tells me all the time, Bruce, it doesn't make any sense that they want people to have babies. And at one point, even only a few years ago, they were paying people to have more babies. And now they're saying they're going to kill us. And then I said this morbid thing, but it's scary, but I actually believe it. I said, I really believe that they want to experiment on us. So yes, they want to abolish humans and bring us down to a close knit, box everyone in and have a small handful of humans, maybe 144,000, let's say, left here on Earth, and the elites ruling over them. I don't know, but it's the control. Um, it's too much. The control is too much. The elites are gaining too much control, and the people have to take control back. And maybe the people never do that alone. Maybe it is always a higher being that comes to regulate things, and then they'll just put in history books that, there was a war or something like that. If they're lying about the swastikas in Ottawa, and they lied about January 6th on Capitol, at the Capitol in the States, my American friends, I tend to believe that they lied in the past in our history books also. Don't forget, 100 years ago, we'll never be able to prove anything unless you know somebody who's been around for 124 years. But even then, it's only about 125 years that we can have a proof. And it's not even a proof. It's a verbal proof, maybe, that something went on in the past. What will the history books look like, and how will they update the history books in 50 years? Will they put in what happened in Ottawa? I don't think so. They'll probably change it and write what they want about it. We'll look at that and we'll see what happens. I believe they are the brings on the moon. I believe the brings on the moon. So that they could be the ones on. Okay. I'm so stupid. Beings. I get it, bro. So the divine sorcerer. Yeah, I like that. That's, you know what? I do believe that there's a spiritual being as a theory that could be on the moon. Definitely, bro. I definitely believe that for sure. Maybe all those lights that we're seeing, man, is an actual being. And I don't know if this is what you want to get to, but hey, I'm not putting words in your mouth, but who says that they're not spirits, souls of humans or any being from any galaxy that for some reason are free in the universe, maybe not only on the moon, but could have gathered there on the moon, and then I love the theories. You go deep in a lot of theories, and it's actually, they're all there to mix you up, because you go into the theories of the Anunnaki, like you said, you go into the theories of the evolution of man here on Earth, like, dinosaurs or monkeys. It's one or the other, right? It doesn't make sense. It can't both make sense. They're changing everything. They're changing our history. The beings could be spiritual, those beings on the moon. It could be beings of light that are there, or it could be the Nephilim. It could be the giants. It could be the fallen angels. I tend to think sometimes maybe we could be the fallen angels. I don't know. I have this evil thought sometimes that maybe, hopefully, I wasn't a demon in my other life, and that I'm condemned here on Earth, and that this is actually hell, and that we don't realize it. Because the way I look at Earth is hell. Everything that's on Earth is in hell, as above and below, for that too, when you think of it, and it's true. So the way I look at it is that we're not in little cauldrons, but we live in houses here, and we're slaves. We work for the devil. right? That's another theory. From what I learned lately, the Anunnaki are not really exactly bad. No, exactly. No, I don't. I believe that they are not. I know there's talk about maybe sometimes somebody said that they were, but in general, if I was my belief, I don't think any spiritual being would be evil. They wouldn't need anything that we have on our earth. They wouldn't need us. They wouldn't need slaves. I believe. I don't believe that. Yep. Stay wise to our opposition too. Well said. Absolutely. Chris Kringle, thank you for being here. Whoop. I know it was Christy, yes, and I felt bad for not having messaged you and stuff about it, and or just to see how you were doing. I love you, and yes, I know it's tough, and I'm proud of you for 2 years. On top of it, maintaining everything that's around you, the love for your family and friends. On top of it, Christy, no matter how tough the tough gets going for her, she's always worried about people. That's probably what keeps her going. I love you, Christy. Get ready to burn the NAS NWO to hell. Like hearing that. If your military and law enforcement don't assist, then they are part of the problem. And that is very true. And what you said is by the book, my friend, by the Charter of Rights. The have you all seen the military veterans that went to Parliament Hill? They had barricaded the statue, veterans. I'm probably going to call it wrong. Veterans Memorial Statue, or something, most likely, in memorial commemoration to them. The veterans went and took it back down. A lot of them are present. We have 2 veterans online talking with a lawyer and explaining to the people their rights and what to do. They're asking all police officers and all military to follow the oath that they signed and to respect the Charter of Rights and to not go against that or the freedoms of the people. It's a beautiful thing, very emotional thing. And I've never been more interested in politics since then, since all this crap is going on. Oh, caps are good, my friend. No probs. It was really like forever. It's just a truly fundamental thing. It's unreal. Yes, Gumpsy. They really are. And you see now it's the elite's wallet that is getting affected. So they're worried about that because the wallet, their money, obviously, they're having problems with that. It's costing a lot because of what's going on too. Yeah, man. That's the thing. Imagine when it rains satellites, it's going to, if there's a bigger geomagnetic storm, if all those satellites were up there when the Carrington event occurred, they would have come down and rained down for sure. Lots of them, some of them would have descended in lower orbit, and some of them would have come right down crashing, all debris. Yeah, 30K sats, imagine. And the worst of it, man, you look up how many sats are around the world. They say that it took them years, a decade, to get 4,500 satellites up there. Took them 10 years to get 4,500 satellites on. So now 40 satellites are down, they said. Definitely going to go down to the 49. Were they shot down by China? Were they shot down by Russia? Is it the sun that's actually really, really bad? It is. I can confirm to you the sun is dreadful. The sunspots are all over the sun all the time. I'm blabbing on now. I know it. Patty, thanks for being here. USSR plans to central take over Europe through centrally located Ukraine territory. Yeah, now that's another thing, Chris, apparently there's a lot of red flag about what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. Russia even pulled out a lot of its troops a day or two ago, as there's speculation that there's a rumor and that Biden is trying to, along with shithead Trudeau, that is trying to implement the idea that there's going to be a drastic head-on collision right now, like coming up there. America pulled out they're nationalists or whatever. Everyone there that was over there, and so did Russia out of Ukraine, and they're trying to pull the kids out of Ottawa. It's not hard to see what's going on. There's an escalation, but apparently, Chris, they're saying that nothing was going to happen. But you know what? I'm not talking about a credible source. I'm talking about what any news is saying, that there's a speculation that it's bullshit, but I don't know. Oh yeah, it's here. It is here, but we're right in it. The New World Order, martial law is implemented everywhere. They're even hiding it by the laws. The Emergency Act allowed the police officers to have more powers, and now, guys, Trudeau is freezing our bank accounts here in Canada. Anyone that has to do with certain things, and now Alex Jones even mentioned it. Trudeau's people, let's say, right, are saying that anyone that supports Trump will get their bank accounts frozen also. So what the hell does that have to do with freedom of speech and peaceful protesting in Ottawa? It's disgusting when you think of it. Yeah, Frank, and that exactly. And the reason why that happened is because Zot was taken off of the payroll, or it's a red flag, or it's deliberate to hide him for being a federal agent. And yeah, man, I'm going to say like you, the guy looks like he's 16, but there was news that came in certain channels, and I'm not going to hide it. I mean, when I heard that, it's credible information, very, very concerning. Ottawaks and a couple of channels, Zot, they all came up as channels that are recording for the feds. They're recording for police officers. So I went to Ottawak's channel and I asked him his badge number about 2 or 3 times. And at one point he showed that he was a little upset. He's not a very aggressive person. He gets upset in a very sort of slow way. Got nothing against him. He's doing his job. He's a Fed. I get it. But he was called out. So the truckers are rounding them up. They're telling people who's out there. And Zot, that's one that I would be careful talking to. I was looking at his channel too at one point, and his name came up. So whether it's true or not, I was like, oof, being very careful. But I go to the channels, Frank, because I want to see what the hell's going on. So Ottawax was doing one end and Zot was doing one end. So say what you want. Ottawax did respond to me, right? Because now I have to say to me, because poor guy, he's all famous now, which I was so proud of him. It's too bad. I was disappointed. If you go look at all his streams the past 2 weeks, you'll see me supporting people, saying thanks for contributing to this channel. Ottawax is showing us the truth and stuff. It's sad that some of these can be police officers, unfortunately. And his badge number is 613. And some people are saying, well, 613 is an area code in Ottawa. But if you type in badge number 613, just that, not even Ottawa, if you type in badge number 613, police officer badge number 613, you will go to a list of Ottawa police officers that are in Ottawa. So, yeah, be on the lookout for them. So, in other words, it's infested with cops over there, right? And CBC's there lying. They're filming small fringe groups as compared to the whole real people behind them, like thousands of people there. Thanks a lot, Crawlface. Christy, Darla, the energy's here, boy. Woof. I feel some energy here. I'm usually not involved in them, though, Crawlface, except sleep lately. Thanks a lot. Oh, I love that one, Chat Farm. What did I hear in a comment yesterday? It had the expression farm in it. Fed farm, something someone said, because there's a whole bunch of federal agents around Ottawa. They go, it's a Fed farm. Fed farm fun factory. Absolutely. Greetings from Germany. M. Steele, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It really is, Kassar, it really is a sad day in Canada. Thanks, M. Steele. Good vibes to you too, guys and gals in your own countries. My last video shows how Jimmy homemade maple syrup. Hey, awesome, Christopher. You guys can check that out. C5 Circle is here. My friend Simon, who made that beautiful picture for us. Thanks a lot, Simon, for being here. She's here. Darla's here, Simon. When they realized people were not falling for the alien invasion theme, yeah, exactly. That could be also red flag. They had to change it to a demonic fallen angel coming from space theme. They added up, right? That's like their plan B. And it's true. I believe it's absolutely true what you just said. That's what's going on. Thanks, Christy. One Big Pond says, Darla, hearts united for revolutionized, inspired souls. Yes. You know what? We have to designate this. We have to call this the peaceful uprising, the peaceful revolution, right? Just to be safe online. Anyways, I really wish they did too, but not a lot of people do. Most people here do. I mean, there's a lot of people awake, but we're only thousands of people awake on Earth, not billions. And it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks so much for stopping in. Pat got arrested. Well, the cops weren't supposed to arrest him. If he got arrested, I'll check it out later, man. Thanks. Merci. Thanks for letting me know that, because Pat was confirmed by lawyers that he was not going to be arrested. Just a couple of hours ago, Pat King is going to be headed into Ottawa, I think. If he has to, he says. It's not sure that he's going to go. He was there yesterday, but we'll see. Thanks for that info. I'll be checking that out. I'm very careful with me here with what I say, but if he got arrested, that would piss me off. I wouldn't believe that information unless it's credible source, but thanks so much for bringing that up. Yes. Get this refill of coffee, my friends. How am I in time? 1:19. I'm still getting late. I'm still late. Sorry about that. Bob Down again in the house. I'm still thanks. Remember, we are not alone on this planet. Another thing, the aliens, I do believe that there's an alien presence already here on Earth. So as for the question that we just heard, that great question before, thank you very much for, about the Anunnaki, when could they be coming? Yes. Another thing is that they could also already be here inside of Earth. Pamphlets were not signed. The pamphlets the truckers were given, yes, were not signed legally. And that's right. And the stamp was missing. You're absolutely right. There was a logo of the Ottawa police on the bottom of the bilingual page, French and English side. I wish I had a copy of it. You can see it online if you go and look. There was no signature whatsoever, and there was no crest or logo. So, yeah, well, I say crest, just the sign of the Ottawa police on the bottom. No signature. We know that the Ottawa police chief resigned. And guess what? They announced it only a couple of days ago. I heard it 2 weeks ago that he resigned. So the news media, CBC, one of the worst around here, are hiding everything. They're really doing bad, unfortunately, bad news reporting. Thank you very much, John Black. That is greatly appreciated, my friend. There's really no excuse. Once we effectively analyze, we are the answer. Yep. Our consciousness, our love, compassion is so obvious. It really is so obvious. And the worst of it is we don't have to stand up and get mad, But the people that are saying that, I want them to understand it doesn't mean that we let ourselves be beaten. But in general, until someone's at your throat, you never raise a hand, no violence. People aren't at protests throwing garbage around. They're keeping things clean, obviously, which is a super, super good thing. We're going to win. We're definitely going to win for sure. I believe it. Static in my beard and the microphone drives me nuts. I'm like a kid every time I mention it, but it drives me nuts. I feel the hair raising up on my face in the front, closer I get to the microphone. My cable, problem with cable, guys, problem reaching videos, problem seeing videos in Ottawa, problem with the phone lines here, some crazy stuff. The weather is nuts. Hey, you get an M. Thank you very much. Hello, Bruce, and all. A great day. God bless from Southeast Asia. Welcome. Thanks a lot, you guys. Let me scroll down here a ways. The force is strong here. It says, great to read you all. I can't see you all, but I know you all are great. Thank you very much. We send love and light to you all. Love back, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you, Crawlface. Thanks, man. Love you, bro. Paul Tucker. Hi, Bruce. Hope you're well, mate. Love from Brighton, United Kingdom. I'm very well. My friends from the United Kingdom. Guys, I got a lot of people here now from England. It's incredible. It started out with my American friends because YouTube's American, obviously. Then, even Canadians. It's about, I think I have more people from England than Canada. Yes, Canada. Then Canada is what I wanted to say. But it's greatly appreciated. I'm not going to stop the videos, guys. You guys support this channel, and that permits me to show the findings that I have on the moon, even though I only reached a few people. I think the worst of it is millions that saw my videos, but does it really change anything? It's hard to believe, that people see the videos, but it remains there and it doesn't get out to other ones because they're probably suppressing it for sure. Carrie G, thank you very much. Keep up the great content. I appreciate that. Love you guys. Thanks, Carrie G. Really appreciate that, my friends. You said it, Chris. Yeah, we can't say it, but I agree with you, and I know what you mean. And yeah, I'm not going to let myself be manipulated, and not even a finger laid on me, and don't come within 2 feet is what I say. And then that's it. And a couple of truckers also spoke up, say, listen, we're peaceful, but when they start rounding up people like cattle, the people will stand up. And I hope the police know that. I hope the government knows that. But you know what? They do. So that's completely understandable. World Economic Forum by Schwab and his global young leaders like Trudeau has failed. And yes, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's why he's retaliating at the last minute. They get money for when people get V's here in Canada, right? And they want to prolong that for a couple more weeks. A couple more weeks is a couple more millions of dollars. If we believe what they were saying, as for the data, they're saying 10,000 Canadians are getting jabbed a day. So imagine today, if there's 10,000 more, if there's 10,000 more tomorrow, if there's 10,000 more the day after, we have to end all these mandates. And truckers will be able to go back to their jobs. Government officials will be able to go back to their jobs. The police that took vacations, which, by the way, guys, I had a tear in my eye, almost cried and whimpered when I heard that the Ottawa police station, 50% of the entire force up, left, and quit. It was the most beautiful thing you ever heard. But they don't say that in the news. And if they did, it would make Canadians feel inspired to continue to peacefully protest, right? I feel like they are trying to work people up emotionally, so they start violence, so they can show some power. Exactly, and the ideal was for they got a few swastika flags in there, a few General Lee Confederate flags. Which, come on, guys, Canadians don't have that Confederate flag. It has nothing to do with any groups, terrorist groups that were ever mentioned in the past. Nor was that flag ever flown here in Canada. So it's like saying, I don't know, I have an F Trudeau sign right there, right? So let's just say that I'm at a protest or something, and somebody says, oh, look, they got FU flags, and they go, the media goes and sets up, right? Pat King was saying it all week. They're setting people up, right? And if Pat King was arrested, I believe it would be all over wouldn't it be all over the YouTube, man, or they're hiding it? Well, I'll tell you what, and if he was, he'll be out the very next day and he'll tell us we'll know in less than 24 hours what went on. Canberra protests today. Stay alert to the tyranny. One big pond, thanks. Canberra. So many protests everywhere, and God bless each and every one of you guys and gals that are up doing protests, the ones that can, ones speaking up on social media, keep our liberties and freedoms, and done in a peaceful way without any threats, because you're really not part of the group if you're threatening. And that's how all the protesters think here in Canada. We like to believe. But listen, playing a game, Trudeau, saying that tens of thousands of people, you're not going to get any anti-groups there, is stupid. I'm impressed that there was only one guy with his flag. And let me tell you, he must have been wearing diapers because he must have felt small in his body being there. But again, I never saw that flag, right? There's this tall, bald head Ottawa citizen, looks like a Fed, going around and showing everyone a swastika flag. Well, guess what, people? I have some amazing news that never came up on the internet, and it should have come up. It was a fake image. The image was actually taken in Alberta, in town, during a protest in another year. That was proven. Are they going to talk about it on the news? Apologize? No. Trudeau went with it. Okay. He said the swastika, and people are standing up the swastika. Hey, he insulted colleagues in House of Commons that have relatives that were in the Holocaust, that were bloody Dachau, for Pete's sakes. And he turns around and says, you guys support the swastika. Is that a slap in the face? Boy, Trudeau has balls. He has no balls, actually. But Trudeau is Biden's mini-me, is how I see it. Thanks again for the contributions, you guys. Carrie G, Christy. Trudeau is doing what Biden wants him to do. I'm telling you. And for Trudeau to be attacking Trump supporters here in Canada, what do you mean? Trump's American. He was the president of America. So they don't want Canadians supporting that president? Isn't it a little odd? Don't you see what Biden's doing? It is seeping into Canada. Same thing. We're seeing it. Hi, Bruce and Nation. We tried to send you a birthday, McMahon. Hey, Woo, WOO. Thanks for being here. Hello. Just saw ya. Running late on time again. Hey, Bruce Nation. We tried to send you a birthday greetings email, but Gmail said address could not be found, which is very odd. I got your email address in here on chat. Yes, and it's the good email. And on top of it, I emptied the email. I get a lot of spam and trolls. It's Penny Bunny and her shit stains that are doing it, but it doesn't matter. I still go and look at the emails all the time. And you're one of probably about 100 people now, just last year and this year, to tell me that it literally says that your email does not exist. So it's a little concerning. Thanks for letting me know that. And I'm sorry that happened. Hey, hi, Brucey. God is Destiny. Hello and welcome. God bless. Thanks for being here. Yes, it's true. Born and raised in NYC, New York City, migrated to the great Southern Hemisphere a little over 10 years ago. But man, it's funny you say that. 10 years is a number for me too, because that's the length of time, just going on 11 now, that I've been here in my new area, in my new town. And boy, time doesn't fly until you realize it does, eh? Really, really true. John Cree, good evening, Bruce. Nice to see you. John from Lisburn, Northern Ireland. Thanks a lot, John. Flash freeze, toxic geoengineering, killing everything, sadly. Yep. And killing you softly with his words. It's a slow death. That's the ideal, sadly. It's just a real slow death. So if we say that in the time of the Bible, they were living, Adam and Eve and all this, like 1,000 years or 800 years old, Moses and all this, right? I may be 200 years off by Moses, but forgive me for the age difference. Maybe they started depopulating way back, and they started, jabbing people and making the human race only last 80 years or 90 years, right? You can say 100 years. We've seen some 125 years, but in the past, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 years old, it was something like a 200-year-old would be a kid, right? basically like a teenager when you think of it. Why did that change? Yes, I am Kai. Hi, Bruce Main. I'm back with infrared contact footage. Just building a new set for my new vid. Thank you, CE5 Circle, Simon. Got some new ideas with the C5 community. I got footage of contact. Yes. Please, guys, take the time also to go see Simon's channel. You're going to love listening to Simon. He's a great guy. Supported the channel. And again, thanks again, man, for the amazing gift. And he's just an overall great guy. He made some of those images, and a few of us received it, and we went and got it laminated or framed because we really appreciate that. So that's awesome. So you guys can check out C5 Circle channel also and give him some love. Go check out his videos. Germany, lots of storms, but warm weather. See, F Donkey, it's just like here, my friend. We had a horrible storm yesterday during the night leading up to today, and now it's windy, blowing. And yesterday it melted. It rained all day. And the day before that, it was minus 25. So it's up and down. But all while, like, look, the warm weather. It was very warm. 9 degrees for me yesterday here, F Donkey. And today, well, there's a snowstorm that we had. So 70 degrees yesterday. Wake up with snow on ground. Yeah, that's my story here. It's exactly it, Christopher. That's what happened right here. Bruce, do you think black holes have enough power to compress sunlight to liquid? Fat Belly, they actually, I think they can. I'm not sure. Power to compress sunlight to liquid. Well, I'll tell you what they can do with sunlight. A black hole is so powerful that it can pull in all the emanating light from a sun that's nearby it and feed itself all the light, absorb it all inside of that black hole. Black holes can also absorb planets, galaxies, they say. And the black holes is an interesting topic. It's one I love talking about a lot. It's a subject that I think only very smart people are touching, I guess. And black holes are unknown to scientists themselves. But right now, what they're experimenting with in CERN and HARP with the dark matter is truly, truly, truly morbid. Hey, Eliaus Valhalla is in the house, my friends. Hi, Bruce. Hi, people. Tough time. Police in Ottawa. Eliaus Valhalla, thanks for letting me know that. Merci, mon frère. Puis en même temps, je vais te faire un shout out. Guys, go and check it out. He's in Ottawa. He's been there for over a week or approximately a week, and he's filming what's going on. So I just mentioned to you guys, thousands of police officers were seen, that I saw them there in a video, and Eliaus le confirme. He confirms it. Merci beaucoup, Eliaus. J'ai vu des milliers de policiers ensemble, armés jusqu'aux dents. They were armed to their teeth. And that was just hours ago. So you guys can check out Eliaus Valhalla if you want to. He has recent videos from walking around in Ottawa, and he's staying there. He's good. I'm not going to say where he is, but he's outside of the city, and he's safe, and he's going in every morning to see what's going on, and there in the evening. So if you want to follow him, check him out. Victor Levic, merci mon frère. Bien apprécié, man. You said it, Gate Smasher. Keep that bacon cooking. And you know what? I'm about to protest against the price of bacon. That's what I'm about to do. CSC, that's awesome. New stuff coming very soon, Darla, baby. Say hi. Hello, Simon, and we will be checking out that channel, my brother. Merci encore, Victor Levic. Go ahead, Darren, for your question. What do you think would be a vertical orange light sitting in the sky? Well, that's very, very interesting. Is it beside the sun? Is it seen during the day? Most likely. But a vertical orange light, a vertical sitting in the sky. I've seen that before. It could be a comet that could be seen. Imagine a very, very large comet that could be seen in theory, right? It could be many things, I guess. Maybe I didn't even touch any of the points of what you thought it could be, but in my little experience and only my 6th year of research, watching the sky every day, there's an area of the sky that is beside the sun that it looks like there's always a light there. I filmed that, what you're talking about a month or two ago, actually Christmas, with my son. That vertical, not horizontal, vertical light, orange spot of light that's in the sky that was upward, that had a nose smaller than its tail, wider. So that could have been comet, spacecraft, I guess. I don't know. Another planet that's but, hold on though. There's a comet that just went by during Christmas. I don't remember what the name of that one was, but it was said in the news that when the comet was to be seen beside the sun, an optical illusion was going to give us the effect that it was on fire and very, very wide, because the sunlight was picking up and making all the particles of dust and the ice behind the comet really bright. So we were able to see this big object like that. So that it could be that too, because I know comets that are going by, and listen, maybe even some comets that we don't know about, like names that they've never mentioned before, could be going by too. It could be many things. Yeah, you said it, Chris Kringle. The last card would be the alien card. I heard that too. Don't forget your thumbs up for the channel. Thank you, Eliaus. And again, you guys can check out his channel too. Merci, mon frère. Thanks for the reporting, man. Connie, how's it going? Yo to you. Thank you so much, One Big Pond. Love you guys. Thanks for the ongoing support and heartwarming comments and everything, my friends. Martin Truller, you got this. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much, guys. Let's scroll down here. Theodora's in the house. Jay Shope. Yeah, it's going down, Jay. I'm going to be checking that after too. I'm really upset about this. I am upset they're going to be arresting people. I know we have to go through that, but well, guys, we're living in a country where the ones running the show are terrorists, and they're going to break the laws. They're trying to pass mandates. I mean, they're trying to make bylaws or laws that will counteract our peaceful protesting. So, Jay Shope, thanks again for the heads up. Yeah, I'll be checking that out. It's now for sure, because they were in the buses yesterday and stuff. So, I have a hard time understanding what's going on with the Emergency Act, how long that's going to take to go through, and yet here we still see them implementing laws like terrorists. You know, Theodora, it's Jericho. Yes, they will move and come back again. It's not going to end nice. No, that's true. It's going to end nice, but the ending for today is not going to end nice. That's for sure. It'll end nice in the end, with many deaths and many rights, our rights and freedoms broken, for sure. But they're pushing us too much on the freedoms, guys, right? And freedom of speech. And if we let them do that, the governments, they're going to continue to push. Don't forget, they are a small fringe minority. You know that trolls come here and attack you guys and me. Everything they accuse you of, everything they attack you of, is usually what they have done themselves. So this is what Trudeau's doing by turning around, calling us Nazis and calling us a small fringe minority. The elites of this world are a small fringe minority. And if the police officers and military turn against them, it's game over for them. Believe me, the elites sleep worse than we do at night. That's something 100% that I believe. Smash that like button with your alien thumb. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Chris Ness, how's it going? That's a peaceful way to end the protest. Justin Trudeau is bad for Canada and a lousy actor. You said it. I wonder who is the puppet master. Really curious. Maybe Klaus Schwab. I'm more concerned about them. If he ain't a puppet, then he's Team Fies, and I believe that. Yeah, 100%, Chris Ness. 100%. If you're looking at the stocks of FIs, they went down, I think 7, 8, 9%, something like that. A couple of days ago, they're going down. Moderna also losing their grasp. So they're going to come out at the last minute to do something. And this is what we're seeing, their attempt with the Emergency Act here in Canada anyways, as Biden will do the same, most likely worse on his end. Burn in the house. Thank you so much. What's up, Bruce? Been a sub for a long time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The Phil Jr., thank you very much, my friend. Atmospheric hitters and X-rads and yeah, 5G. Not a good thing. Got a lot to release out soon. Real life contact for you all. They are our friends. They really are our friends. And the government doesn't want them, doesn't want the people of the world to know that, Simon. Unfortunately. Thank you very much, Julie, posting my mailing address. So I got to close my eyes now and scroll down, go over people. I can't look at the screen because I stop when I see someone. Oh, see, Sugar Bee. Just heard Pat King was arrested. So the first person that told me Pat King was arrested, maybe there's some truth to this. I'm getting worried about that. Again, the police confirmed to Pat King he would not be arrested, or even higher up confirmed to him they would not be arresting him. And if he's arrested, it's because he's going to be processed and fined, I believe. It's only my belief. And then he'll be back out doing what he has to do. That's for sure. Because if not, listen, my guess, it's going to get effing ugly. I promise you. Elias Barnes, thanks for being here. Rex is in the house. Thank you also. Gomsey, Trudeau is the son of Fidel Castro. And yes, he really is. Thank you, Christy. He is. You guys can look it up. Look up the picture and everything. He really is. I'll never miss sleeping time in my life ever too. Is Zealand or Nog well? No, the storm then. Crazy. We see it, bro, and they're getting away with a lot. Yep. Sad world we live in. It really is in front of you. Yeah, they're getting away with a lot. And why? Like all those other people in the government, get your asses in motion. Save Canada. You want to be on TV? You want to be in House of Commons? You want to be a politician? Save our asses. Some of them are. That's another beautiful thing. And also a beautiful number. Yeah. Also the birthday of a close family member. A young family member. So yeah, guys. Disclosure. When disclosure comes, you know what's going to happen. Well, that's why they built the fences around Ottawa. When disclosure hits the fan, boy, like I expect to see a grandmother, 75 years old, hanging from a parliament window, trying to climb up because it's going to get ugly. They better wake up. Dystopian dictatorship, Nazi-like dictatorship that Trudeau has tarnished in Canada. I can't say tarnished the country, but it's getting there. Crazy. We see. Yes, thanks again for that. Sugar Bee, I'll be checking that out. We'll be hearing about it. It'll be all over for sure because Pat's not the head of anything, but he's helping with certain things and warning the truckers and lots of rumors going out about Pat too. True or not, it could be rumors, but Bradley, thanks for being here. Author Whitmire, thank you. Has anyone bailed the leaders and the others that got locked up by the jail yet? That I don't think so. I don't even know if people know that there were some leaders that got locked up. Eating my tea, but I'm still here. Don't eat your tea, drink it. It's scary for sure, Gomsy. I hear you, brother. We gather here 2 times every week, plus videos. Tell your friends. I love you for it. Julie, thank you so much. Say hi to Floyd for me. Wink, wink. Share our sky watching stream now, Bruce's English channel. Thank you, everybody. And thanks for coming back at 8 o'clock also tonight. We'll do some more. I have to look up some space news, but still, what the hell's going on in Canada? Here, when we come to the streams, guys, thank you, Kareen. Or Karen, sorry. When we come here, we talk about what I want, but what you guys want. The minute anyone brings anything up in the conversation, no matter what the subject or title is, here we talk about always the UFOs in the space and what's going on. There's just a lot going on right now in Canada. It's just like really bad. The old blood, and they are really old now, are still pulling the string that run the world. Yeah, really old bloodline for sure. Eventually they will die and things will become even more erratic worldwide. Yes, and we can see that with the death of recent husband of Hindu, the Queen. You know what I mean? All hell broke loose. Things started changing. You know, Epstein changed islands. Wink, wink. He's definitely not dead. Yes, we have, Nelson. You said it. That is clear. Trade's been sold, the economy, even, listen, here in Canada, I know a lot of people aren't going to believe me. Do you have any idea where our pills come from? Seriously? China. Think of it. If they're trying to kill or poison us and start biological weapons, sicknesses, do you think it's smart to take their shit? It's not. Oh, that's so racist. I don't care. I'm not going to take them. Very careful now what I take. YouTube's trying to hide the chat on me. So weird. It is weird. They were seeing some things happen that they're blocking a lot more now than they were in the past. You know, we have some channels thinking weather stations are attacking them. Wink, wink. Just eating a big kebab. Back in 10. Yes, right on. Simon. There's Simon's channel right there. Link. You guys can check him out. He's a great guy, guys. We have a lot of fun with him. The Punisher in the house, Frank Castle, Bradley. Yes, Frank Castle. He punishes all my trolls. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to get trolls on him now. Rex, China, Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, yeah. Yep. They're there now. They're setting up probably. Or are there aliens up there? Are they working with aliens? Are humans and aliens there? Is it like a hybrid that already comes to Earth and that lots to wonder about for sure, eh? They say our gin electric being, they come with tech inside. Awesome. Bruce, I'm sure they have beings here monitoring Earth and it's going on. I believe it too, man. 100%. For sure. You see, Lorkid 23 says, I believe, hello, Lorkid 23. I believe they never left. Enki and Lee will never leave. Just my opinion. Thanks for sharing that. I believe that if there is, Lorkid 23, if there is a higher being or an alien presence here on Earth, I believe also that they would stay and not move around. So, guys, if the volcanoes are moving around and the lava is moving around inside of Earth and flowing differently, it could be that a volcano is going to erupt and go through maybe one of the alien bases. Maybe they have to relocate. Got to think of all that. Those things also could be a very big possibility. Andrew, thank you so much. An hour later, geez. What do you drink? I'll send a care package. Hey, don't worry about it, man. I drink, you mean just my coffee? Or are you talking about my Irish coffee? It's the whiskey. No, we're good now. I can actually, as of a week now, maybe not even quite that long, go back now to the SAQ and buy the alcohol. So now I am good. Thanks, Andrew. But seriously, it's suppression of the rights of Canadians. And here's the thing, they're asking us to be polite, quiet, and peaceful while they round us up. That doesn't work. It's like asking bees, I'm going to destroy your nest, but I want you all to land on the ground so that I can step on each and every one of you, and please not fly up or around. Try to remain in together. And that's basically what they're doing. That's what I see what they're doing. The stats, the presents our best gift. Peeps, love our Brucey's all family. Love you, Julie. Thank you so much. Funny how true. I heard someone say there's no real gubs anymore. Yep, they're all corporations now. And it really is true. And we talked about it way back, Crawlface, a couple already months ago now, when we started making jokes saying, I wonder if someone's running the earth now. I even mentioned, imagine if Earth is just being automated now. It's run with directions coming in from a higher being, and it's just puppets that are standing up and enforcing the law, right? Like, they have a computer between aliens and humans and information coming in, and they're just, it's not that exaggerated anymore when you think of all it. Other races are already living here on Earth. I believe that, too. What if the other races? I believe that. Absolutely. Thank you, Simon. Thank you very much. If I make any more contact, they're probably going to come into the house and knock on my door, because I had one land in my yard not too long ago. More than an honor. Jason Bresney, thanks, man, for being here. Thanks again, Bradley. Lindsay Shaw's in the house. I know some Shaws. My friends are Shaws. Good afternoon, Bruce and everyone. Lynn's Connecticut. Thank you very much. Recycling station. The moon. That's what it is. Could be. You want a kebab now, eh? I know. Making me hungry too. I'm fasting today. That means that I'm going to be fast making a lunch after I get off with this. Little fat joke. Absolutely. Complication. Yep. They're not the only ones that do so. That's very true. Bruce, what if there is actual evidence aliens are already living here? There is some evidence, Chris. You're absolutely right. Even in some of the archaeological findings that we found here on Earth, many a times, that often go unspoken of, or the spacecraft being detected now. Yes, like the sonic booms in the States. Absolutely. And just 3 or 4 days ago, they were talking in Idaho about sonic booms being heard coming into the atmosphere. Very, very interesting. And at the same time, very, very concerning. Lol, Bruce, my daughter ordered it. Good fries to mate. Hey, thank you. If you listen to people, and I do, who are in contact, the ones that you do the problem we're on Earth, and they are humans too. If you listen to people who are in contact, the ones that you do the problem we're on Earth, and they are humans too. We're a mixture of many, you know. We're part alien, and the ones that people think that are aliens that are experimenting on humans and stuff like that, that could very well be us. And what's a better way to experiment on humans? Well, I'm going to tell you something very scary. How about setting up a planet where humans can run and feel free, and that way we can experiment on them there in a regulated way without harming them with our very futuristic laser tools and through dream manipulation, through MK Ultra and programs. Because basically, I know, and when I found it out, I was horrified that every medical association is controlled around the world by the elites. And the ones that are security and defense and this and that and CIA and feds and whatnot that are here to protect us are not here to protect us. They're here to be sure that the elites can run freely and do their things without getting caught. People are murdered in this. People are blackmailed in all of this. There's many names that we never hear of, probably won't even know about until many years and things come out. There are many arrests being done When you see Hillary Clinton getting caught, the Clinton campaign for having hacked the White House and the Trump and Trump while he was president, and still be there smiling, walking around saying, I'm running for president, you can see that there's a total corruption, or like Crawlface and the others said, that there are strictly corporations now that are running the whole show. And you know what? A lot of people come and see these channels, like when I'm talking, or people are talking about these and say that they're conspiracies. It is so scary because it's absolutely true. And the government's laughing that we can come on here and saying they're going to depopulate Earth, and just watch people around us laugh. Because if we integrate truth into the system to make people wake up, the government, the elites integrate a lie. And that lie goes and destroys the truth that's there. It makes it sort of half credible. And that's what they do. They play with the matrix, the grid, both online and offline, changing laws to control the people. The people are allowed to peacefully protest, but when they do all together, we're going to have to put a law against it. So it's hypocritical. It's like there's laws there to protect us until we try to implement those laws, and then they're not seen as Canadian laws. They're just being looked over. It didn't make any sense, right? Pierre Elliott Trudeau enforced the Emergency Act. As we heard the opposition conservative Candice Bergen mention to us that he also had enforced and brought in the military. So what is that? Well, there's the word that I mentioned 2 years ago, and even when I had started doing all this, we cannot let martial law put their foot and get installed inside of the provinces or any state, because then we'll lose access and control to everything. This is why in Ottawa, they're setting up checkpoints. I did a lot of research and studying on this. And I know a lot. I can make some amazing videos and talk about all this shit, but excuse the expression. But honestly, just to get banned and to get your channels taken down and everything. But honestly, this is all going on, and people really have to wake up. And those of you thinking that it's conspiracy theorists, conspiracy theories do not theorists don't exist. You have someone that either lies, or someone that misinterprets, or someone that's wrong, or someone that's mentally ill. But there's no coincidences. Draw the faithful to their knees. That's what they're going to do. So lots of evil, but not from out earth of exactly. Yes, Darren. Yeah, that's right. It's all to scare us. Just fear tactics the whole way through. It's fear tactics. You guys are making me hungry. Aliens are here already. I believe so. I believe so, my friend. Yes, I do. Like in the movie. Yes, they live. Yeah, you see, everything we've seen in the movies was maybe an eye opener to us, an awakening as to what was actually around us. And for real, guys, we have a veil over our eyes, our third eye, exactly. And when your third eye, and for me, a third eye can be many things. It's an expression to your spirituality. Geez, I thought I was going to start talking in tongue there, and start floating up. I would have been concerned. I would have been possessed, but I'm not. Lies, bullshit lies about religion, about everything, about history, about the past, about ivermectin being a friggin' horse pill when it's not, and it's used for scabies and other things. And for years and years and years off end, ivermectin's been being used, and it's just a lie. So the best way to confuse people was to integrate the lie about the horse pills. So now people are a bit confused, and some people, for some reason, I was going to let go of, and it would have been funny. You're not going to turn into a horse if you take it. But anyways, we really are powerful as one person. What is there, a direct energy satellite on my head? I'm only drinking coffee. No whiskey this time. Hey, I can buy some now. It's legal now. Don't you find it satirical, the satire in legalizing marijuana in Canada and then putting up a virus and mandate that people can't go buy them unless they're vaxxed? That's so funny. That 144,000 was a parable? Well, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. The Bible is a parable. The Bible, you have to read between the lines to be able to understand the Bible. The trucker thing really backfired on the elite. It really did, Dennis. It really did in a drastic way. And, I'm happy that the vets were there. It proves, like, do people understand that this has never been before seen, where you see literally even Daniel Bulford, the retired RCMP person, he's a sniper, and he was in charge of Trudeau's security. He was his bodyguard. He's speaking up, saying it's a tyranny. It's unjust. They're going against the Charter of Rights. They're just shooting out rules and that have nothing to do with the Charter of Rights and freedoms of people in Canada. So, what does somebody do when that happens? What if another country infiltrates Canada to try to take the elites' power away? That's what is not being mentioned, and what I believe is a theory is very plausible. What are we going to do if Russia comes to Canada and takes over and says to give back the freedom to the people? This can be done. France can do it. Well, anyways, we know France is in trouble. They're worse, those cops in France. They really are. And the French people would agree with it. Horrible. A cop has an oath to uphold the laws of the Canadian Charter of Rights. I'm sure that the same oath was taken for American police officers based on their constitution and rights also, and Freedoms Act and whatnot. It's much like the War Act, they said, that Trudeau implemented. The Emergency Act was very similar. Howdy from California, or California. Yes, Teresa, be kind. Thanks for coming in. Let's all plan a meeting spot and set a date and meet there, huh? Yeah, Kermit, you laugh, eh? Well, let me tell you, that's a good idea. And the thing is that if everyone did it, it would work, right? Just the truckers there, what they're doing right now, it's gonna back up the country for months and months and months. They're saying that all the things are being backed up, import and trade, and that's bullshit, because the truckers are not blocking anything. They're blocking Wellington. That's it. That was a good one. I think Charlotte Vac were against Geneva Convention and Nuremberg Code. MK Ultra on mass scale. Now they're harvesting their science projects. Yep. And that's how it is. And like Trudy said, you have to go with the science if you don't believe the science. But the problem is that Trudeau is the one that is going against the science, because now the science has changed. And it's true. Like, grow some balls, like, be legitimate, right? Imagine him risking his family's life and doing with the shit he's saying. Seriously, he has a family himself, and he's turning around telling people that have kids in the truck's going to take their kids away and stuff like that for their protection. Where do you think those kids would wind up? It's despicable. They'll wind up in a family, some families, adoptive families, home. They'll be vaxxed within the first week against the will of. It's disgusting. Carlos, thanks for being here. This kebab is amazing. You bugger. You bugger, Simon. We had a little interval of thunderstorms yesterday in Sydney, but what an explosion, combustion, like boom. One of the first thunders was, said, oh, interesting. And it's funny, and just a couple of days ago, they were also talking about that in the news, Crawlface, about bangs. And listen, the last time there was a thunderstorm here last summer, which was like in the middle of almost spring, that's what I was hearing. I was hearing unethical booms and bangs that had nothing to do with the lightning, and it wasn't even at the same time as the lightning. Maybe some new type of phenomena, or is that the frequency war? They can produce plasma, guys, with frequencies, and just boom, have booms everywhere around the world. They must be implementing maybe their first try to it. Swastika is the most stupid design of a symbol ever. Yeah, of course, especially to the thing is that the swastika was a beautiful thing because it was before the Nazi Germany destroyed it. And again, what they did is they took of many religions because it's a peace symbol. That was not okay. They took a peace symbol and they grabbed the swastika and they turned it so that there's a little angle, right? Show that they were leftists. So they turned it a little bit and offside and offset. Windows, Bill Gates, Windows is a Nazi swastika sign. When you look at it properly and you block off, you put 4 little lines in the center. I mean, it's so stupid. It's so obvious. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Goodbye, horse. Yes. Good. Off with them. Hugs help the world go round. The world needs hugs. Damn right. And that's what they're doing in Ottawa. I got this hug guy, free hugs. And I guess that's what's bothering Trudeau, that people are giving out free hugs. Yes, beings. Yes, I believe we were. But maybe it's done in a civilized way. Maybe it's done in a way to try to create the perfect human being. And maybe there are only a few limited human beings that have that extra, what they want, whatever it may be. Is still very, very concerning when you think of it. Scary stuff. Very scary stuff when you think of it, eh? I have my beautiful other side, beautiful Canadian flag there, right? For the first time I ever bought a Canadian flag in my life. And that flag will be on my back when I go up to Ottawa. And when things persist, because honestly, I'm going to shoot it out there. I believe that those protests and the convoy will run well into spring coming. Definitely. I believe in April and May, close to June, that we will probably still be standing up there waiting for some effed up thing to happen. I have no idea. Very concerning. Once we are aware, then we go our way and not what we were bred for. Exactly. We evolved. You said it, Darina, or Darina. Exactly. We have evolved. That's well said. And we're going to stand up for our rights. We're going to fight for it. It's legal. Apparently, even recently, the booms that people are hearing in the middle of the night that they say is coming from the ground is probably alien or other spacecraft taking off and coming to Earth even. Love that. Love hearing that one, Chris. Now you're talking about all the possibilities and the theories. Of course, coming and going. And why? Well, obviously, and you know this, they did some testing, the government, over communities in the States to see if there were the reaction of the people, to see if they would be hearing noises, to see if people were going to be reporting noises, because we're talking about sonic transportation and planes. So to hear these sonic booms, they don't want it to affect people on the ground. So they're doing different tests. So if we're hearing sonic booms, Chris Ness just mentioned it could be spacecraft, yes, or secret spacecraft, even dark black project spacecraft also, for sure, 100%. Yeah, you see, Dennis, so am I. I'll be honest with you, seriously, without even joking about it. And I'm sorry for answering an hour later, but Julie warned you. The stats, she tells people it takes me so long. It's true. Can't answer all the comments, but I wish I could, because they're all amazing guys. I'm ready for the extraction from Earth. I would also be ready. I accept it, totally accept it. If they want to come here and have us leave and change planets, it's not a problem. Hopefully, they will set up a simple table with a cloth over it, coffee and donuts to welcome us in a very human-like feeling way. You see, I'm going to talk about something, and I know not a lot of people talk about it, but some people do. I believe that the higher beings, aliens or not, whatever you want to call them, spirits or not, they can come and keep your environment, visual environment around you. So they can bring you up, I believe, on a spaceship. This has happened to me, guys. Okay. I've been abducted. I felt I was, but I'm not going to talk about my abduction. I'm going to talk about the possibility that someone can be brought up from their room into a spaceship, but to still have the image of the surrounding room around you, not feeling any lifting, not feeling any pulling or winds or different in temperatures, the same temperatures, so they can get you up there to experiment on you or to operate on you, or to add a new part of the human evolution. I've been having many dreams and visions these past few months that there's something that the aliens have come to do to our bodies here, but I don't know why I feel it's so positive. It's something positive. It's something painless. It's something that has to be done. Either they're registering and filming or recording the different um, DNA or the pollution in our bodies. I believe the aliens are looking at that and protecting us, a higher being, about that. But for them to do so, they would have to either experiment on us. And why are some abducted and remember it or whatnot? I don't know. You have to wonder. I do believe people do get abducted though. But the beauty of it all, an abduction or an abductee can never prove his or her story because it could only always remain a story. But very interesting. Badge of life in the house. Martin says moon is other think what we think it is. I think so, Martin. Yeah, I think so too. I don't think the moon is at all what we think it is. It's being used for something. I do believe there's a lot of people going there, and the structuring that's there. They're either holding liquids in there. They're manufacturing, mining, processing, industrial sites. I believe are there. They could be mining too. Like I said, I just mentioned that, but JD Jr. or JDJR, thank you for being here. So let me scroll down. How come I can never scroll down to the bottom to see where people are recently saying, Misty World, I only watched Travel Guy 69. Well, go and see him now. What the hell are you doing here? I'm kidding. I know you're talking about Zot. Yeah, it was said that Zot was a Fed, literally. So yeah, Zot, Ottawax. There was one that was not implicated was Vidstorm. There was an apology afterwards for his name being brought up. I heard Mainstream as a channel. There's a couple of names, 4 or 5 channels that were there. So they were asking people to ask them their badge numbers. So, because you can ask feds their badge numbers. That's a beautiful fundamental power of us, even in the face of undeniable hopelessness. We stay true to the harmonies of love and sincerity and compassion. Absolutely. And that's, I believe, Crawlface, that is our maybe our karma. Maybe that is the evolution point where, in a beautiful way, maybe a higher being, God, spirit, however you see the higher being or your belief, if there's a higher being, they're probably watching over us. Maybe they want us to stand up through love and not stand up in a violent manner, because it would be illegitimate violence. It's violence that's not coming from our hearts. It would be violence, that we feel that it's our last resort, that we would have to be violent and stuff like that. If we remain peaceful, well, the love, the world, and everyone around in the world is seeing it. And love is stronger than hate. It always wins in the end, in the long run. I believe that. Oh, yeah, whether he's a kid or not, like I said, they warned that he was a Fed. He's recording for the police. And you say he's a kid. Listen, I ain't going to be racist here. He's Asian. They're not always large people. He's maybe short, but he's definitely not 16 or 17. And like I said, he is filming. He's a Fed. Zot's a Fed. They said it. This came in from inside information, okay? Inside information in Canada by very highly placed, credible people. So they're telling people to be very careful. Nothing wrong with you keep watching them, but yeah. The feds are asking for money, so that's sort of disgusting. The police have slowly begun to kettle the protesters already. That's right. Sending out notes. It's fear tactics, scare tactics. So what are they going to do once they arrest all these peaceful protesters? Well, I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to process them, scare them even more. They're going to send them back out with more threats, and then they'll be stopped the second time as we go down. Trudeau just doesn't give a shit about what the Canadian people are saying, and already he's calling his own colleagues Nazis and stuff. So there's no hope for that dipshit, for sure. But he is going to be taken out of power, or he's going to lose credibility, and he is going to be out in the next elections. So Canadians, keep that in mind. I prefer you vote for Zot than vote for Trudeau. Hey, Sugar Bee, I'm telling you, I had the same reaction as you. Really? A Fed? It's like saying Kermit the Frog is Lex Luthor. I get it. Okay. But that's the smart way of being able to film everyone going around. Hi, I'm Zot, subscribe, and stuff like that. No, Fed. He was warned by Pat King said it too, and he showed the credible information from where it came from. So very careful with that. I know that it's touchy on my part to be talking about it, but it doesn't matter. It's information that's out there. Maybe not support, whether you support them or not, doesn't really matter. Just be safe and be careful that they don't pull you in or ask you any questions like they are doing, actually. Most people are distracted. I'm Kia. Thank you very much, John Black. We just need to spread love and truth, and we can turn this around. I really believe that. I really, 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 really do believe that, bro. 100%. 100%. Thanks for serving, you guys, each and every one of you in the military, whether in the States, whether in Canada. It's not the people in the military that are doing bad. It's the ones that are highly ranked, highly placed, that are going to tell them to do certain things, but they're not bragging about it in the news. But I saw a lot of military stand up. I saw a lot of cops stand up that don't want. A lot of them are on holidays now in this area. But you said it. Most people are distracted. We just need to spread love and truth, and we can turn this around. We will. There. Excuse me, hiccups now. My yesterday's supper's far. Mine's my friend, you my man, bro. Yes. Kia, great minds, my friends, and my man, bro. Yes. Yeah. I've learned that I'm on my third incarnation. First, no ideal. Second, dog. Third, Kai. Wow. My first one was a door hinge, which totally boggled my mind because I'm afraid of heights. I don't like scratching metal sounds. And I feel I was in the war also. And I was very revolted against my government in my other life. And I believe that I spoke up, and I feel this very deeply, that I spoke up to speak up for freedom, and that I was killed. That I felt that. And yeah, who knows, right? Who knows? I was gonna say something about a pair of knickers, but I ain't gonna go there. Jason Beresny, Geopolitical Theater. If Eurasia managed to take over the smaller, relatively independent East European countries, America would suffer due to the economic pressures put on American allies. Just that. What's going on all around the world is affecting us, and that's really true. It's everyone in the world that is being affected right now by what's going on. Something happens in America. Got something in my eye, guys. Give me a second. Here we go. And he's back. Little refill before I say goodbye to all my friends. I'm back. Main Mata, saludos desde Honduras. Muchas gracias. Bienvenidos. Bienvenido a mi canal de investigación. Muchas gracias, amigo. Yeah, Phil, definitely a dictator. Becomes all he says. He hated. Canada under his dictates is now a richer version of North Korea. Yeah, you said it. Well put, Phil Smith. Yes, there were. I also heard mentions of that in the news. That's what they're saying. No difference except for the money that we have in our pockets, and that's only for now. You know. Big Ten four good buddies of Canada, stand fast. Yes, stand strong, my friends. And to all of you holding the line, both in your hearts on social media, like I am. I don't know about some of you, but I'm so disappointed not to be there. Yes, Dan, 128 people sounds about right. There should be a lot more people, though, but maybe because I was mentioning our very, 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 very dishonorable Justin Trudeau Prime Minister. But they won't have power on us for very long, that's for sure. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, guys, for welcoming everyone. Explains why I have so many dogs, though. Always a pleasure, Simon. CE5 Circle. Damn, 5 years? Holy crap, man. That was longer than I thought. Really, eh? I would have thought it was about the time. I thought it was about the time around Cindy when she was on the channel, but thanks, man. Thanks so much for doing so. Really appreciate it. Rocket Man, been long. Greg, how's it going, man? In the US, what is to keep them from freezing our bank accounts? You're absolutely right, man. There's nothing stopping them. They have frozen some of your bank accounts, certain people. That's been done before. All they have to do is look at voting records. That's right. That's right. It's going to be interesting to see the votes in November this year in the States. What the hell's going to go on, eh? See who's going to try to run. But now the Democrats, guys, there are even thinking of taking out the Democrat Party completely and entirely with what's going on. There's, Democrats, leftists, and you have the far leftists. They are even further than the Democrats, right? That's how it is. Thanks, guys. That picture of Skinny Bob is amazing. I want one for my PC room. Lol. Luke, yes, it is amazing. Simon made it. It's beautiful, and it's traced, right? With special, like probably charcoal, whatever he used. It's just absolutely amazing. It's a good one, too. It's a nice, dark picture. I like the darkness of it. Like that it's... I got it laminated. It was actually expensive to get it laminated. I was really surprised. Almost $70, I think, to get it laminated. But well worth it because it's something I cherish. It's always going to be there. It's energy. Yeah. Yeah, that's really true, Crawlface. And there are a lot of predators and, people being to see the brutality around the world. It really is sad. But I'll tell you what, Aldora, Dorota, Solarhead, thank you very much for being here. We just got to stick together, guys. Unity, no matter what your religions. And by you sticking up with me, if you don't have the same religion as me, it doesn't matter because you don't have to stop believing what you believe in. It's just that we're coming together to let's get together, all of us that disagree with each other, just to do the stuff that we all agree with once in a while, like freedom, standing up for our freedoms. And I think everyone understands that pretty much. So I'm so much to do. I'm stressed about the shoveling. I'm stressed about what's going on in Ottawa because all the police are there. I'm going to have some tears today for sure. I'm really patriotic, guys, when it comes to my country. If you ask me if I'm Canadian, I'm Canadian. You ask me if I'm American, of course I'm not, but I sure as hell feel it because I had that inside of me. For me, I'm Canadian, and America has always been beside me, and it's always has always been our allies for sure. And when shit happens in the States, it comes into Canada. We're one country, the same. There was a lot of talk and speculation back in the days, maybe even 10, 20 years ago. Mexico, USA, and Canada were supposed to become one concentration camp. I mean, one country. Sorry for my English. And then they didn't talk about it. But the ideal is to box us in. That's right, Dennis. We won't. We will not comply. We will disobey in a peaceful way. That's how it is. Disobey doesn't mean boop, right? And I don't know what the hell they're worried about. Canadians only use hockey sticks, basically. There'll be a lot of splinters, I'll tell you that. Trudeau's head will have a lot of splinters. I wanted to do a snowball fight. I said, we build this big ass fort in front of the parliament to make a statement, to make the government look stupid, right? Big ass fort in front of the parliament hill. And we wait till people come out of the parliament, and instead of attacking them with weapons, we attack them with snowballs. Canadian snowball fight. Protesters throw ice pellets at the parliament, and anyways, that's how crazy it is. Life has gotten that far out. What Zelensky is saying is for the West not to panic and overreact with emotion. Exactly. And imagine, it's hard not to, man. It is hard not to, because I want to break his nose. Trudeau, smack him right in the bloody nose, like pow, like spray. You know what I mean? I hate the scumbag for what he's doing to Canadians. So Canadians, they're asking us to hold the line and to be peaceful. Say to yourself, we're doing it with taking a grain of salt, and we're biting our tongues to do so, because this is abuse when you think of it. Sending troops in and further antagonizing a war. This is the occurrence of events that Putin is perpetuating. Yes, 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 yes. We don't even know what's going on anymore, because damn Biden and Trudeau and everyone, they're lying about what's going on. They're saying that Ukraine's going to be invaded, which Ukraine themselves said that they weren't being invaded. Mainstream media is brought by the establishment, no one else, that's for sure. The people have to seek out truth and knowledge about anything on social media these days. Who regular people are giving out streaming so others see. You're absolutely right about that. Gate Smasher, hoorah. You're damn right about that, brother. Amen. We thank you very much, Julie. Yeah, Eric Black, thank you very much, man. That's sort of the way I see it. They're going to choose the awakened ones. They're looking for the ones that are awake and to evolve the human race, and they can do that in little patches. Like maybe they're done with experimenting on humans. That's a thought that came by my head. Okay, maybe they decided, well, why keep humans there, right? Why not just abolish them in a way where they all just die in one shot and we won't see them? Because I have a hard time understanding why they'd want to V us and slow kill us, which is what it's doing. I respect everyone with their opinions on the V, but I'm asking you all one thing, and I promise you all that what I'm saying now is going to come out. The truth will come out. There's some wrongdoing in that V. There's some wrong material being used, and you should be very careful and inform yourself as to what they're putting in it before putting it in your arm, because what they're hiding are the side effects. There are many side effects to this, and they are hiding that from the people. Yeah. Well, I saw Kai, I saw a few woke that said that they've come awake. Went from woke to awake, which is a good thing. And those of you who don't know, well, I used to say it myself way back in the years. Yeah, I'm woke. I'm awake, but now woke, well, it stands for the left, the far left. And boy, are they woke. I'm hearing lots of streams are getting jacked by the tube for what they're discussing. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why even now what we talked about is a bit iffy. But I'm following the laws of the Canadian Charter. But yes, it can happen, right? Thank you very much, Gate Smasher. And I was waiting for that confirmation, and I could have told you even without having done the research. Yes, he's going to be out. He won't be in for long. Yeah. C'est grave, Aliaus. Yeah, and he was, and that's going to bring truth out. They talked to him or whatever. They planned something. They organized something. We're going to hear more about it. Oh, yeah, Phil, definitely. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for being here, for supporting the channel. I'll talk to you all very, very soon. And I'll be back here at 8 o'clock. I'm going to shovel my driveway and then starting our next video. We'll be talking about what's going on in space and whatever we want to talk about as usual. I thank each and every one of you for having taken the time to stop by the channel. Talk to you all very soon. Bye, guys. Thanks, Mod. Thanks, mods. And thanks for the generous contribution.